Compound sentences by Pip Potato. Please subscribe. Snot said, "Hey Booger, a compound sentence is two sentences joined by a conjunction." Booger said, "Here's an example, Snot. The big human touched the grass whenever it went outside." The word whenever is the conjunction. Can you see how it joins both of the sentences together to make a better sentence? Snot said, "Hey Booger, just to remind you, a compound sentence is two sentences joined by a conjunction." Booger said, "I remember, Snot. Here's another example. We will go in the water after we see Click and Crunch the crabs." Snot said, "Okay, humans, it's your turn. What is a compound sentence?" Booger said, "Hey humans, here's another example. I like to eat oranges as well as smelling its aromatic skin." Snot said, "Hey Booger, guess what? A compound sentence is two sentences joined by a conjunction." Booger said, "Well, Snotto, these birds are flying in a group and they are migrating to another part of the country." Ha, Snotto, that's another example. And the word and is the conjunction. Snot said, "A compound sentence, Booger, is two sentences joined by a conjunction." Booger said, yes, I'm going to this party, for I have been invited." Snot said, "Hey humans, what is a compound sentence?" Booger said, "So humans, here's another example. Let's make snow angels before we do our zoomies through the trees." Snot said, "Hey Booger, a compound sentence is two sentences joined by a conjunction." Booger said, "I think, Snot, that I have remembered now. It's fixed in my brain. The rowers have been winning lots more races since the beginning of the new season." Snot said, "So humans, what is a compound sentence?" Booger said, "I will help you with your homework, provided you give me some of your yummy cupcake." Snotto, I heard a human say this compound sentence to another human. "That cupcake does look yummy." Snot said, "Guess what, Booger? A conjunction is in the middle of two sentences." Booger said, "You just turn that around, Snot. That's sneaky. This cactus is very spiky, yet we still like doing zoomies around it. I just said another compound sentence. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Snot said, hey humans, what is a compound sentence? Booger said, he didn't want to spread his germs, so he put on his lion face mask. I'm too good at these compound sentences. Snot said, again, humans, what is a compound sentence? Booger said, he is riding a small bike, but it can go a very long distance. I like that compound sentence, Snot. That tiny human looks very happy with himself. Snot said, hey humans, what joins the two sentences together in a compound sentence? Booger said, the fire is extremely hot. However, the firemen continue to put out the fire. Snot said, okay, humans, what type of sentence has a conjunction in the middle of it? Booger said, that tiny human will probably end up pursuing a career in aviation because he shows a love and passion for flying. Snot said, okay, humans, what is a conjunction? Booger said, hey, Snot, look at that human standing by the lake. He said to me, I am having so much fun, even though I'm just standing still. Snot said, now it's your turn, humans. You need to think of sentences for each of these words. Also, try and think of more conjunctions that I have missed. However, but, so, yet, since, whenever, provided, before, after, for, as well as, because, even though, and. The end. Finished. Goodbye.